Hello people of the internet, I'm Michael, or Mixel, as the channel name might suggest. First off, sorry for the horrible resolution and the portrait and landscape changes, as it is original video footage and I don't have the knowledge or skills to change it. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching this Top Gear parody, no matter how silly it may seem. Come on, we were 14 and 15. Unfortunately, the other two couldn't be here, as we're on opposite ends of Africa. No, not South Africa and Libya, South Africa and Egypt, me being in the latter. However, I will show photos of them in a moment. So yeah, this is my first video on YouTube and I hope to be making more.
In tonight's episode, Michael drives an old Audi without going anywhere. I drive a not so old Audi. And both of us drive Lisa crazy. We share the journey of Audi from inspiring to iconic, historic to modern with a digital twist.
Hello and welcome to our top secret outdoor studio, which is also green, as you might have seen. We are close to mainland and even closer to Atterbury Road.
As you can see, we're doing a tribute to Audi. And so also hi to our top double clutch top dog, which I think is also on tranquilizer because he's not moving. It's been that like for a week now. Enough about dogs.
Enjoy some of our Audi videos.
Audi. All words come to mind when thinking about an Audi. Auspicious, unabridged, diverse and intelligent. In the beginning, August Horsch, the founder of Audi, had a rocky start to his automobile manufacturing company. In 1899 he started A. Horsch & C, but later on a dispute arose between him and his supervisory board, causing him to leave the company. A few years later he started a new company, Horsch Automobielwerke GmbH. After the previous company, A. Horsch & C, sued him for copyright of his own surname, he again was in a pickle. He ordered a meeting with two of his close business friends, and long story short, the name Audi was suggested. Audi grew into a small, substantial company producing reliable automobiles for everyday work and even sporting. In September 1921, Audi became the first German car manufacturer to present a production car, the Audi Type K, with left-handed drive. In 1932, Audi merged together with Horsch, DKW and Wonder to form the Auto Union. This is where their symbol was derived from, each ring representing a company and binding the four.
The Audi Quattro is a road rally car produced by the German automobile manufacturer Audi, now part of the Volkswagen Group. It was first shown at the 1980 Geneva Motor Show. The original engine was a 2.1-litre 5-cylinder 10-valve with a turbocharger and intercooler. It produced 197 brake horsepower with a torque of 285 Nm at 3,500 rpm, propelling the Quattro from 0 to 100 km an hour in 7.1 seconds and reaching a top speed of over 200 km an hour. To commemorate the success of a legendary vehicle, all subsequent Audis with a trademark Quattro four-wheel drive system were badged Quattro with a lowercase q. The original car with the uppercase Q in the Quattro name is now a collector's piece. This Audi Quattro is probably one of the ugliest Audis ever mass produced. The four-wheel drive system is fine, but seriously, it's ugly. It's like a big box on wheels, and quite hard to control when you're in a hurry. It would make an excellent endurance car, basically. Yeah. It doesn't want to go.
Michael, the gears.
No. Alright, hang on.
The Audi C5 RS6 Quattro Type 4B. Yes, I didn't just make that up. It's its full name. Well, it's a 5-seater, 4-door saloon or sedan, which was manufactured from July 2002 through to September 2004. It can accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 4.2 seconds, reaching 200 km in just 16.8 seconds. Unfortunately, it was limited to 270 km per hour. This amazing power is produced through a twin turbocharged 5-valve per cylinder 90-degree V8 petrol engine. Try saying that 7 times. The RS6, the mainstream model, while the most powerful model of the A6, competes mostly against the 5 Series. Now, some people prefer the M5. I prefer this because it's more fun. Yes, the M5 is faster and more powerful and everything, but this car is something extra. It's something I cut that out. Okay. This car is something extra. It's quite simply an Audi.
The Audi TT 3.2-litre Quattro is a fun, sporty car for the young and the young at heart. It doubles as a stylish convertible, and it is speedy with extra power and some other car term I can't remember. For those of us that are not as enlightened in carthology as the others, I like to refer to it as a modern spunky car, especially made to put an impact and emphasize the younger generation. And if I ever could afford it, I would definitely consider an Audi TT. been produced in 2 generations. Both generations have been available in 2 car body styles, as a 4-door coupe or a 2-seater roadster. Since I won't be bothering you or boring you with fancy car talk, I have a fun fact to share about the Audi's name. The Audi TT takes its name from the successful motor racing tradition of NSU in British Isle of Man TT Tourist Trophy motorcycle race. NSU began competing in the TT in 1911 and later merged into the company now known as Audi. The Audi TT's name has also been attributed to the phrase technology and tradition.
Hello and welcome to the Parody South African News. The optimal energy joule. Sorry, my friend's a bit green. The optimal energy joule is a 5-seater electric vehicle that is to be mass-produced in 2014 by Optimal Energy, a South African company based in Cape Town. According to the company, it will have a range of 300 kilometers an hour.
And all the intelligent members of parliament went,
Sorry, my correction. It has a range of 300 kilometers, but only a top speed of only 135 kilometers an hour. The Joule was first unveiled to the general public at the 2008 Paris Motor Show. It has since undergone some interior and exterior changes, but I think it still looks like a slug. But anyway, most notably the change from a 6-seater to a 5-seater vehicle, before being revealed to the general public at the 2010 Geneva Motor Show.
And now for news in the development of Audi. Audi has turned into a car manufacturer that produces very fast cars, which the main focus is speed and acceleration.
And power!
Where did that come out?
Just for the fun of it.
For example, there are 2 very fast cars coming to South Africa that were introduced in the JIMS, the Johannesburg International Motor Show.
Bored!
The GTR8, the most powerful and lightest Audi ever made, and the RS3, which is faster than the N1, and the
1M.
e-tron, and they've also brought the e-tron to the JIMS, whatever they call it, to silence the eco-hippies. Well, you actually need to charge it in your house, where you
That
get the
takes a lot of
electricity
time.
from. You get the electricity from a coal power plant. So,
It's really not doing anything for the environment at all.
yeah. By the way, did you know about the environment? One cow produces the equivalent CO2 emissions in a year as 32 cars.
No, I did not know that. Now that's a bombshell.
Where? I don't see it.
Enjoy the rest of our episode.
lucky enough to get an interview with Hein now, the manager of West Rand Audi Centre, and ran amok in his garage. We toured through his dealership, seeing even the workshop and meeting his staff. We also challenged him to race our not so reasonably priced car, which we'll show you later. But for now, please enjoy the interview.
Hi, we are here with Heinel, manager of Audi Centre West Rand. Hi, thank you for the opportunity for this interview. What is the main competition for Audi in South Africa?
Will be BMW and Mercedes-Benz.
Which car would you drive and why?
In general, I'll take a Q7 V12 6-litre TDI. First of all, it's very powerful and it's a diesel. I like diesel cars. And it's got huge appearance. I like that it's bulky size.
A lumbering giant.
It's a fast giant.
What is your current car and why?
It's a Q7 supercharged 3-litre V6.
Okay.
Same reasons. Pretoria to Johannesburg, very good.
What is the Audi that sells the best in South Africa?
Will be the entire A4 range.
What is coming to South Africa in 2012?
Well, there's a few things happening. We're getting the Q3 as a new car, getting an A1 Sportback as a new car, and then we're getting a couple of product improvements, like the A4 gets a new facelift, A5 gets a facelift, Q5 gets a facelift, or 8 gets a facelift, and there's a new A3 next year, fourth quarter.
Okay. What car does most women buy?
In South Africa, in the Audi range, it will probably be A3 Sportback, 4 doors.
If you were the manager of another brand, what would the brand be?
BMW. And why?
Yeah, why?
I like them. They're very cut, so that's, but they've got good cars. Especially X5. I like the X5.
If you were the head of the design crew in Audi in Germany, what would you change about the appearance of Audi?
I will make the A4 range a bit more aggressive to compete with BMW, because the C-Class in the Merc stable is very competitive, and the new 3 Series coming out next year.
What's the racing future of Audi?
I think they'll stick to Le Mans in Europe, and South Africa they're racing the S-Sports. I think they're currently number 1 and number 2.
How many R8s have sold in South Africa per year?
Okay, in the last year about 30, previously more, so I think the car is on a straight line at the moment, so we'll sell 35 next year. That's the total market for South Africa.
Okay, now we come to the big question. Which is better, the A7 or the A5 Sportback?
In terms of what? Quantify the question. Performance.
Yeah.
Remember, you get a A5 in the S5 version, which is faster than the A7 currently, but next year there's a S7 coming in a 4-litre V8, guys. I would say, depends on how much money you've got. They've got the both appeal to different markets. But the A7 I would say is the better one.
I see.
Spec right with the right options. Spending about 1.5 million. Good car.
What is Audi's greenest car?
It will be an A4, efficient, 2-litre TDI, with 100 kilowatts. It's got the lowest emission in its class. In terms of that, it's better than that.
Alright. Thank you for this interview again. And
What would you drive?
the R8 V10 Spider.
GT probably.
No, Spider.
That's not a green car, eh?
No.
Even if you paint it green.
Yeah.
So, hi. I just want to know, and I think everybody's just want to know what engine is this? What
This is
car
a
is it?
V8 4.2, and this A6 standard behind.
And
Why?
how much horsepower does it?
This thing is about 150 kilowatts with a lot of horsepower.
So, after that distraction, let's continue with our not so famous star in our not so reasonably priced car.
And now for the lap time drag race thing. And yes or hi, if it's lap time drag race.
Okay, must I start the golf?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay.
Oh no, it's going off course. And there's stop. So, where do you think you've come?
There.
You were nearly as fast. Nearly as fast.
So, after all the hard work that went into this video, the boys and I rode off into the sunset in an RS5.